person in the world. Let the husband know that my wife is not perfect. If you know how to cook as a husband and your wife does not know, teach her. For example, I'm married to a Nigerian. I didn't know how to cook their dishes. The mother of my husband told my husband, teach her. And he told me I can now cook all the dishes with love.
What's your name, madam?
Juliet,
Juliet. Your origin?
Ugandan.
Ugandan.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you support the idea of 50-50 abroad? A woman will bring 50 and the man will bring 50.
It's the best.
Can you say it again?
It's the best. Support your husband. You're working, he's working. It shouldn't be the man to be killed with all the stress. If my husband can pay rent, I can pay the bills, I can feed the house, I can dress the kids. So nobody dies of stress because Europe has a lot of stress. If your husband is doing everything, it's a lot. He's a human, he's born from he's just a child to someone. So we should do the 50-50 very well. In fact, if you're earning more as a woman, support him more past the 50 to me.
Why is it that marriage here in the West is so difficult?
It's so difficult because of their culture. Like I said, with the kids, the culture here favors them, not us, the Africans. So marriage here also powers women so much, and men are always under press, I can say. Because women are raised high, a woman has the right, a mother has the right, right, everything right. And we forget that every woman has to be under a man.
So every woman has to be under a man?
Under a man, yes, because the man is the king of the house. If you don't do what your husband wants, I don't think it's going to work. Though the man also has to know that as a woman agrees to be under him, he should also make it simple, not so harsh rules. And mothers or wives should also know that this Europe standards can spoil everything and you end up being a single mom or a single person, which is not good for the kids. It affects them. So it's better we have an understanding and don't forget our cultures, that we have to respect our husbands and be under them. And also our husbands, they have to be loving and kind. They should not put conditions that can cause a fight or a separation.
Okay. For single ladies that are planning to go into marriage, what should they look before choosing a guy? A husband, not a guy, a husband.
Choosing a husband is heavenly. It's heavenly. It's from God. I believe it's an understanding. Understand the person. Don't go and just force things on a person. Girls meet a man, I want you to dress like this, I want you to do this hair because my friend or my friend's husband is doing this. Let your man be. Let everybody love the other the way they are. If you need a person to change over something you don't like, it has to be with understanding, with politeness, and with reasoning. Many people they marry and they want the person to be as perfect as if there's any perfect person in the world. Let the husband know that my wife is not perfect. If you know how to cook as a husband and your wife does not know, teach her. For example, I'm married to a Nigerian. I didn't know how to cook their dishes. The mother of my husband told my husband, teach her. And he told me I can now cook all the dishes with love.
So why did you choose a Nigerian man?
That's understanding. Like I said, there was an understanding.
So as an African lady, no, and I see you are married, you are married and you have kids here.
Yeah.
No? Is it encouraging? Is it advisable for us to send our kids back to Africa to acquire our culture?
It's very important.
It's very important.
Yes, it's very important because where we're living here, it's not our culture. And they have a different culture here. Mostly, I can say African kids really need to go back home and learn the way we do things in Africa. They should learn our cultural ways. They should learn how to respect. They should learn how to cook our local foods. They should learn how to do chores. Because here in Europe, a child will say, I'm tired, I cannot cook. Why aren't you cooking, mommy? They are using cookers, they're using machines. Yet in Africa, sometimes we do it manual. They need to learn that part of life. In case anything happens, maybe we have to go back. They can know how to start.
So, what do you understand by marriage?
Marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage is a companion of a man and a woman who have gotten into an understanding that they can stay together.
Why did you say understanding?
It has to be an understanding. You tell me what you want, I tell you what you want. Can we live together? Yes. And then we start it. That is marriage. There has to be an understanding.